Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Fox Den. Yeah, Lag's still on her break, but don't worry. When she's ready, she'll appear back. But for now, you're stuck with me. Now then, this is another one that I've had on the back burner for a while, just never really got around to doing it. Since this is one of the two first ones I've gotten as a thumbnail, this thumbnail in particular was made by a friend of mine, who is Coin. If you do make your video, make your freaking channel, go ahead and do it, man, before you forget about it. Anyways, yeah, that's the guy who made this, Coin Flip Tales. He has no videos right now, but go ahead and subscribe to him anyways. I'll give him encouragement, since he's usually pretty busy. Now then, welcome everyone to What If Female Deku was the lolly of destruction, Jinx. Well, not really a lolly, she's more flat-chested, but you know what I mean. The flat-chested loose cannon, Jinx. And for those who are wondering, I'm going to explain a little bit right now, actually. How this is going to work is just like my Ahri series. I'll be pulling bits and pieces from her actual lore in League of Legends. I'll also be pulling up bits and pieces out from the trailer, from what we know of the Arcane show. And for those who don't know what Arcane is, it's a TV show in development currently, made with partnership with Netflix, obviously, based around the childhood of our good old crazy girl Jinx. Basically, what everyone suspects and what I suspect, we watch her fall into madness. So, but fuck that shit. We're gonna go straight into this. And Jinx quirk? Well, it's basically what they call her, the loose cannon. The loose cannon. Oh, we'll come into that later. Now then, everyone, let's sit back, relax, and enjoy the story. We open up in a boxing arena, just like Arcane, an arena with a boxing minigame. Jinx and Vi, are having fun, like sisters would do. However, Jinx managed to beat one of her high scorers on the boxing game. This pissed off Vi, and she, without thinking, punched her. Now, before this incident, the two siblings have always gotten along. Jinx just being 1 year younger than Vi. The two have been really close. While Vi was the bronze, Jinx was the mastermind, the clever one, the tactician. Now, around this point, she's not called Jinx. Like in Arcane, how everyone suspects Jinx's real name being Pao. Or Po. Or if you want to pronounce it, I believe it's a Chinese pronunciation or Korean. It's probably Korean pronunciation. Don't forget me get mad for this. I'm trying to make it sound cool. Powell. Powell and Vi were the closest siblings and even destined to become the greatest heroes after they graduate UA. Now the story, we cut to an incident that happened during Jinx's final year at UA. Or around this point, Paul. Jinx, who's been born quirkless, however got into the hero course due to her technician and technical skills, as well as use of big guns. And so, one day, she's currently in the support course lab, just messing around with some technology. When she made, even though I know that's not the lore for it, I'm just doing this so it could be funny. I will tie it in though. She found this purple liquid on one of her interviews, one of her frickin' internships. She took a sample and was going to test it. However, this sample seemed to corrupt her. It almost lashed onto her parasitically. Then when someone came in, being powerless, the purple goo let go. Jinx quickly sealed it up and lied to Powerlore about her screaming, saying that she accidentally shocked herself while with a mishap with wiring. Powerlore just thinks, she's probably having an off day, so it's fine. Even though back of Powerlore's mind, he knows that Jinx, or Powell, doesn't mess up her wiring, nor anything. See now, she made a rocket launcher out of nothing. Now then, we fast forward a few days onto the last day. Well, second to last day of UA for Jinx. She's experimenting with this purple goo. Finally, she introduces electricity to it after her final experiment, and this gelatinous glob became a liquid. And whatever happened, the parasitic qualities ceased. Jinx felt it was safe enough to add some flavoring to it because she just thought it was some sort of ingredient. Oh, how wrong could she ever be? This one simple mistake. Her curiosity took hold of her. So, she made a little meal for herself and ate it. Then, she just simply walked out UA. This is the day right before the graduation. She walked home, picked up some items, and left home without saying a word. Because after all, around this point, it's only Jinx and Vi living at their house. Their parents have never been there for them. Vi has always been taking care of Jinx, and Jinx has been helping out as best she can. But lately, and that's what I explained, Jinx just can't handle the abuse that Vi gives her. So, she leaves. As she's leaving, words pop up in front of her saying, Vi, Vi, Vi. Vi did it. Vi did this. She made us. She made me. She made me do what I'm going to do. She did this. Kind of mimicking her the little foreshadow moment in the newest Arcane trailer, which was about 4 months ago. Or 2 months, I don't fucking know. It was a cool one. It was I don't fucking know. I'm just tired and I want to get this out for y'all. Anyways, we fast forward about to canon time. There's been a new villain that popped up. She had no name, however, everyone knew if she appeared in the city, that city's gonna get destroyed. And there's no stopping her. So everyone started calling her the Woman of Calamity, the Woman of Misfortune, Jinx. Because if she's in your city, it's a Jinx is a Jinx. If you see her, you're jinxed. Like that. Because I have the Get Jinx song playing in the background. I thought that would be fitting. Anyways, We cut to a meeting room with the top pro heroes with Vi and Aizawa there. We cut to Aizawa simply saying that... Oh wait, never mind. I forgot I have this in my notes. She's not the lady's misfortune. Here it is. A few years go by. Let me just redo that part. After Jinx vanishes, a few years go by and she reappears as a new villain appears, known as Jinx, the loose cannon. Now we cut to Aizawa in a meeting room with some other heroes, including Vi. Aizawa simply says, Now that we know her quirk, what we know of her quirk is it gives her ammo for her weapons. We also recently learned in an encounter with her that Jinx seems to know about the heroes of this generation. Vi slams her fist down the table, simply saying, I wonder who she is. I ran into her myself, but I can't put my finger on who she is. Whoever she is, or what she is, doesn't change the fact. We will put her to justice, no matter what. Even if I have to get him bloody. Nezu responds with, Vi, I recommend you don't try to beat a villain up half to death like you did last time. It was a hassle trying to cover up for you. Aizawa simply says, I get it, Vi. I have the same feeling myself. But nevertheless, what our friends in Ireland have said is that Jinx is on our way to Japan. All Might then responds with, and it seems like she can take a punch from me. I had an encounter with her myself. Now we cut to Jinx as this meeting goes on. She's been placing explosives around the UA meeting room, thanks to her former ID. So she can get past these security systems. Nezu, who has a suspicion, looks at the login logs for UA, as she sees a recent entry from the pro engineer Powell. As this log says, Powell has logged in to the UA system. Nezu is shocked by this, and he simply responds with the group, who are currently arguing, Everyone, we might have a problem. It seems like we might be fighting a ghost. Vi snaps her head in a pretty aggressive tone, says, What do you mean, rat? Nezu responds with, First off, that's very rude. I'm a mouse. As Nezu then simply says, But it seems like Jinx is our very own Powell. Paolo responds with, I have a theory, Nezu, if you'll allow me. Nezu tells Paolo to speak his mind. Paolo responds with, during the day before Paul disappeared, she was experimenting with this kind of a purple goo. I have a theory that this purple goo might have made her go crazy. Because Paul would never do this. She was such a sweet kid. But then again, after we all looked into Vi's family history, I wouldn't put it past Jinx to why she went crazy in the first place. Vi is just silent, hearing that her little sister, Powell, is the infamous city bomber known as Jinx. And as this meeting goes on, they just hear laughing as a monitor with Jinx's logo pops up, saying, "Oh, you guys haven't lost your touch. I'm touched. Now then, I want to have some fun. So, I'll give you one thing. I'll give you one hint about me." The monitor switches to a camera as they just see Jinx's eyes with a light purple glow as the camera shuts off. As they see a countdown on the screen. 3, 2, 1. As the room is filled with confetti. Yep, confetti. Everyone's just like standing there laughing. As Jinx comes in, Jinx bursts through the door saying, "Oh, come on. You really think I would hurt some people I was close with? No. The one I'm here for is you." She points directly to Vi and unsheaths her rocket launcher, which looks more like a shark now. She aims it directly towards Vi, saying, "Goodbye, Vi." As they all saying, "Powell, stop this." Jinx turns and says, "Who's Powell? Do you mean my gun, Pow Pow?" "Because the only Powell I know is my gun. I am Jinx." And Jinx says, "You know what?" She sheaths her rocket launcher and says, "I'm bored." She then takes a detonator and blows it. As the entire room crumbles, All Might is the one who gets everyone out. And they says, did she just blow herself up? Vi simply says, "I guess that situation's over with, right?" And suddenly Kami Wood comes over and tells Nezu, "Nezu, we have a problem." Nezu responds with, "Speak, Kami." "Jinx is robbing a bank." Everyone just look at all the heroes that are in the meeting, just look at each other saying, "How the fuck did she get there that quickly?" So Vi and a new police officer on the force named Caitlin respond. They both get there, and the little scene from Jinx's backstory happens. From her backstory in League. Jinx graffitis a lot of the stuff, and tells Vi the new place she's gonna be at. The next day, Vi is there alone. She didn't tell anyone about this. She just told everyone to evacuate the building because she suspects that Jinx has planted a bomb at it, and she will handle it personally because she knows her sister's devices. She goes in, and that scene happens. It results in Jinx blowing up the building, Vi getting up and realizing that all the gold is gone, and so is Jinx. With a message on the vault door saying, "You can never catch me. Try if you can. You won't succeed." We now cut over to a forest, and this is actually where I'm going to tie in my other League of Legends series, Ahri. And yes, a lot of my League of Legends series will tie into each other. Actually, no, not to a forest. But they were, actually, yeah, a forest, but it won't be directly related. They'll be related, yes, but they won't be directly. It's more like a shared universe. For different time of... Yeah, I'll just make it a shared universe. Fuck it. Jinx gets there to see Ahri kind of just run away. Jinx is like, ooh. Because she saw the entire thing of All Might punching her. Jinx is like, ooh, someone I can make friends with. Ahri then gets to a safe location and calms down. As Jinx goes up to her saying, "Hello." Ahri is initially scared, as Jinx simply says, "No need to worry. I'm not gonna hurt you, like All Might did. I'm actually the one that caused pain to others that deserve it. My name is Jinx. Who might you be?" Ahri responds with that, I don't have a name. As Jinx says, "Then how I give you one? May I call you? Your name will now be, Ahri." Ahri just nods. And so, that's probably where I'm going to end it today, guys. This is going to be my shorter. I originally said in my Ahri that Jinx is going to be a one-shot. Oh, hell no. I had a lot of things planned for this. Ahri is going to be the one-shot. Jinx is going to be the full series. So everyone, tell me down below who should I ship Jinx with. If you want me to ship her with anyone, that is. Because this is be a full-on villain ride, along with Ahri. So then everyone, hope you enjoyed today's video. And I promise that hopefully next time Laz will be joining. But don't guarantee it. This has been Fox, and I hope you guys have a nice day, night, whatever time zone you're in. I'm gonna go to sleep.